Welcome acolytes. Today I am not reacting to a video, I'm actually cutting it down, doing a new format, and I call it the scuffed format because, well, the way I am doing it, it will be definitively scuffed, so, but hey, I actually wanted to go a bit away from the reaction content, not entirely, because this will just stay as it is, but I will do things like this a little bit more often, just so I have a bit, well, something different in this shebang. So yeah, but today we actually have a video of a small creator, or let's just say the freaking yeah, a small creator that actually got harassed by a bigger one. Now, what do I think about it? We gonna actually first of all look at the things that she said and just go along with it, and I'm gonna comment it as it actually is and just see what the woman actually did, in my opinion, correct or very wrong, because I already seen it, because of course I have to see it beforehand, otherwise I don't know what to actually record to actually get my opinion in there. And this opinion is actually from a really small creator, so I think it's more interesting to see what I have to say than actually taking my words as gospel, because I'm also starting. But the things that I actually learned can be, well, how can I say it, just done in a way where it's just, or the mistakes that I see where I think I would make a different choice that probably, in my opinion, would maybe just do a better thing for her than the things she did, because I think she reacted way too hard on a freaking troll. And yeah, let's just start it and see what there is to say.
So those of you that were here the other day when I was playing Outer Wilds, completely unprovoked, completely unprovoked while I was playing Outer Wilds, I had a guy come into my stream. His name is T-Mall, and he came into my stream unprovoked and he started donating.
So good. As you heard, the situation, she actually explained it just now, more or less. He went in, started to donate, but not a typical donation where you would say, okay, he gets this, talks with you a bit, and now he actually, well, it was toxic donations, as I may call it, just because, well, I think that's the correct name for it, just because of the little small fact that he actually, yeah, let's just continue,
Donating, and the donations were anything less than kind. He originally started blocking my stream, and then I had a chatter stand up for me. So I'm gonna...
Now, this is the point of where I can say, because as you heard, he just harassed her. There is no other way to put it. He went, gave her money, and just made extremely toxic, freaking spaz out things, trolls. And at this point, as I seen it the first time, I was like, yeah, he's just trolling her for a video. There isn't a effing way that he's doing it just to freaking harass her. There is no way for that to happen in any world. And yes, I was, by the way, right. He did this at a later time point. He actually told, yes, this is for a video, and I'm doing it so I can get content out of it. And this is the point. This is the actual point where you, as a streamer, should actually say, hey, you're not worth it. I'm gonna just ban you and take you out. It's not worth it, and just ban him. He doesn't get the content. He doesn't take anything from it, basically. And probably, at the end of the day, he would probably still do something or try to harass her to get some kind of reaction out of her. But hey, at this point, she won't have no actual negative outcomes out of it, or not particularly negative, let's just say it like that, because still, it's a freaking like a very, very bad human being we're talking about here, that actually abuses donations in that way. Yeah, that's not someone you actually wanna get involved with, in my opinion. So, and at the end of the day, she should have just blocked him. And after the block actually starts, it's done. The thing is over. And the second point, the second thing that I think went terribly wrong was that and don't get me wrong, I understand that someone wants to defend a person they like to watch. That's natural. But you shouldn't. In this specific case. Why? Because, well, the guy is out for it. He wants a reaction. He wants, this is his shebang. He does those things just to actually get a reaction out of people. And the more reaction he gets, the better the video for his absolute wasted toxic community. And that's the point where you just say, okay, you're banned. That's all. Well, you know. But the story continues.
Brian tipped $20. Spudsy, I want you to give this money to Queequeg Theatre. They can use it on an escort. Sure, he had to pay to get laid, but at least he'll be getting some sort of action.
And yes, as you can see, just look at her reaction, how she actually did the freaking goldfish mouth, instead of actually just banning him. This is the thing. Exactly this is the thing scum like him actually want from you. This is the reaction. And you just give it to him. Just like your viewer that actually defended you. You just give it to him for basically free. And this was a gigantic mistake. Because if you didn't react that way, and I know she's streaming, she will overreact, that's a part of streaming to a certain degree, you know, but just in this specific case, this was a very, very big mistake. This shouldn't have happened. This was a really, really bad move on your part. Now, am I saying that he's in the right because of it? Of course not. Mates, like, everybody who's think that I actually defend the guy because of it, no, I don't. This is a learning procedure even for me. Because the mistakes that she does, after I start streaming, I can actually learn from it. And I can see what would maybe be a better choice at that point. And by the way, the internet has her back. Like, this is something that you can actually be happy about, because most people are just, hey, this isn't a thing that should actually happen. So, and by the way, correct in my opinion, this shouldn't happen. It will happen, it happens, and this isn't the first and the last time that probably will happen to her. And I am extremely sure that this will happen to me. But still, don't give them the reaction. This is the freaking thing they want. Don't do it. This is a gigantic mistake you're doing here. So I hope she learns from it, or at least that she just says, okay, in the near future won't happen again, you know.
Hey Spudsy, this was all for a video. That address was the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas because haha. Quee was a great sport about it and so were you. I will be leaving now. Have a fantastic Straya.
Well, no, if you're making a video about with me, Brian, I will fucking copyright claim you. I'm not giving you permission to put me into one of your videos. And so right there, I explicitly state that he does not have my consent. And he disregards that. But yeah, this is the raw, unedited version of what happened while I was streaming. He did not include all of the donations. He portrayed it in such a way that made it look like I was just getting mad for no particular reason.
Yes, and there's the consent thing. By the way, I personally think if you do something like this and the person actually specifically says, hey, you don't have my consent on it, you shouldn't do the video. That's a extremely scammy thing to do, because his video isn't a critique. His video isn't anything that you would say, okay, good, this is learning something, or a specific critique of the person that you are actually making something out of it, or a teaching tool. No, that's pure, unfiltered, and let's call it entertainment. And yes, if somebody says, I don't want to be in your video, you should actually respect that and just take the person out. If you don't, you're scum. Because she got harassed by you, and don't get me started on, or I don't want to hear anything in the comments about, well, I mean, it's a video he can do. No, you're harassing the person. At this point, it's pure harassment. There is a clear difference between teaching something and harassing someone. And it's not subjective. This is disturbing someone on a level where it's not just I got my feelings hurt a bit. It's actual harassment. This person says, no, I don't want this. I don't want to be in your video. And that's actually fine. You should respect that. As I said, it's not a video where you can learn something. It's a pure entertainment video where you make fun out of the person. And that's to a degree that's really harassment. And I don't get the fun of it. What's so funny about it?
You can decipher what this name says. These are all of his viewers coming to my stream and calling me really, really foul things. So I got bot rated twice. We've had to ban like over 200 people, and he is fully aware that this is happening. This is him right here. He said, my editor missed a part of blurring her name and I'm fixing it now. The video came out 2 days ago and I am still in the video. He has yet to remove my section in the video. It has been 48 hours. It has been over 48 hours. You have had more than enough time to take me out of your video, or at the bare minimum, censor it or moderate your comment section. So he said, she was standing up for viewers. She's probably one of the nicest streamers I've ever encountered while doing this. If it becomes a problem, I'll just crop it out of the video. It has become a problem. It has become a gigantic problem. I had to take yesterday off. Like, okay, streaming is my main form of fucking income. You have made me take a day off from streaming, and you completely took over my fucking stream 2 days ago, and you killed my mood. The comment section, yeah, the comment section is full of people they keep linking my Twitch channel, and he's not doing anything. I tried to contact him on Instagram. He did not respond to me. I tried to contact him on Discord, but he has DMs turned off, so I sent him a friend request. He did not accept my friend request. I sent him an email. He did not listen. He did not respond to my email. I tried to DM him on Twitter, but I could not DM him on Twitter because his DMs are turned off. I tried to contact him on almost every single social media platform that I could find that he has an account on, and it was to no avail.
And this is the next point that she does again very wrong. Instead of actually using the thing that she got an extra follower. Even if the follower is worthless, you still got a follower out of it. You know, you can just mute him and it still is a positive thing for you. Or it's not a positive thing that maybe I'm saying it wrong. It's not that it's purely positive for her. Of course it's extra stress. Of course it's extra things that you have to worry about. Of course it's something where you have to click a few buttons and just ban the person. But still, you can actually make something positive out of it for yourself. And this is how you actually get rid of those people to a degree. Because if people troll you like that, they want you to fail. They want you to actually get mad about it. They want your reaction to this situation, that your reaction will be as negative as possible. And they got it. And you shouldn't have reacted that way. You should have said, hey, a new follower. Yeah, it's probably one of those scampers, but I'm just gonna mute him and it's fine. And it's done. Yeah. So, and basically what happened there is they helped you in a small way, and you just owned them. And that's not a thing that they wanna have. That's something they despise. Trolls like that despise if they help you in any way. And yeah, and this is, I just think that she as me is a total beginner in this entire shebang. So I'm gonna assume, because let's be honest here, it's way easier to talk about it than actually do it. I'm gonna say as much, because it is, yeah? It is because I am analyzing it from afar. That's something that I can now say, see, and be like, yeah, that's something you could have maybe done better in my eyes, in my particular eyes. And if this is what would have helped, it's a different story. But I personally think that if you just, or let's say it a bit differently, from what I heard from other creators and just seen and just acted and what I read, it was different. The reaction you gave them was way too much. This was way, they got way too much control over you.
Some guy with 1.3 million YouTube subscribers. Sorry, I just got a follow from someone. Someone just followed me. Their username is Spudsy Bud KYS. This is why I'm not ignoring this situation. I'm having people like this. And he made a video and I'm in it.
Lady, come on! The words you just said, this is why I don't ignore this situation. Why? They had, beforehand, they actually had just a freaking handgun against you. Now they have, I think, bazookas against you. Because they see, okay, this works like a charm. Lady, come on. This is mismanagement. You cannot give those people this much control. And I know it's way easier to say than do. But in the end of the day, I really hope she analyzed her mistakes. And just does a better thing next time. Because this is something you shouldn't do. And this comes from someone that actually, like, of course, and I'm gonna repeat it again. Yes, I am looking at it from an outsider perspective. But for F's sake, anyone that watches this, I think they can say the same. And especially if different people or other creators that actually have a few years on their back right here say the exact same. Yeah, I think I'm right about this. And she did a gigantic mistake doing the things that she is doing. She's giving them way too much power. Way too much power. This isn't even... It's how you just go against toxic people one-on-one. And it could be, yes, she's a young girl, she probably doesn't know it. But still, just before you act that way, just inform yourself. And nobody's perfect. I won't say that I would handle the situation way better than her or way worse. But I think there is a lot to learn for me and for her in this.
Mostly finishes around there. But yeah, this is pretty much what happened. I haven't really been on the internet yesterday. I am actually quite upset because I have quite a bit of things to do this week, and this is messing with me a little bit. And it's not cool. It's not funny. It's harassment. I did absolutely nothing wrong. I was a butt dial. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it.
Yes, and the effed up thing about it is, she totally didn't anything wrong. This was just a gigantic a-hole that actually just abused his effing power to do things like this, just because he finds it funny and he and his toxic community find it funny. She didn't do anything per se wrong, and I assume you know what I mean. I don't mean that she actually did everything correct in this situation, but also she's the victim here 100%. She's the one that got wronged, and it's sad. And it's very, very sad that this is just something that you can do and get out scot-free. Because in my opinion, this guy actually deserves a ban. For, like, not a channel termination, because, well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a very shitty thing to do, but a channel termination would be probably too far. Because she also didn't react 100% correctly. Like, not 100% she didn't react correctly. It just is what it is. Or at least in my opinion, let's say it like this. This is probably more... more precise than... It stays in. F it. Yeah, it just, at the end of the day, she didn't react to the thing that just happened to her correctly, but that doesn't mean it's her fault. This asshole is just an a-hole. In my opinion, he should get cleansed for a while and just get out of the internet, because you are a stench on the freaking YouTube economy. You are definitively scum. This guy is just pure scum. And the only way that we can actually fight scum like that is just to act in a way that's actually, well, correct. I cannot say it differently. It's just, you just have to act in a way, in a specific way to actually defend yourself, and then just hope that he disappears. And I repeat, she didn't do anything wrong in a sense where that she didn't provoke him. She didn't call him out. She didn't say anything on a level where it would, sorry about that, it justify his behavior in any way. And especially because she actually, in the end of the day, she just didn't do anything that actually could have even provoked the reaction he had. So yes, this entire thing is 100% on him. She could have maybe done some things better, but at the end of the day, he did everything wrong that you could do wrong. So yeah. But as it is, Acolytes, I hope this was fun for you. Good night.